now we can start your interview.
Yeah,
Okay. So please tell me about yourself.
I'm Sandeep Napit. I'm having 10 years of experience. Currently, I'm working in Barclays, the senior developer.
Mm-hmm.
So mainly, I'm working on the credit card domain on the
Mm-hmm.
Barclays side for US consumer. So mainly, Barclays is giving the credit card to the US consumers, and using that credit card, we are again giving the personal loan. So I'm working on the personal loan side that is called cross-sell loan application. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the one application, and we are using here the microservices, Spring Boot. Basically, for the cloud, we are using OpenShift and all those technologies we are using. Another project recently I got a chance to work on is the deposit. Basically, like Barclays is introducing their application on the US side so that the customer can deposit their funds. So we are developing that application from the scratch. So in that, basically, I also got a chance to work on that. So yeah, so these are
Okay. So can you little bit increase your volume little bit, not much.
volume.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, right. Correct.
now fine.
Yeah, now fine.
Okay,
So first we will start with the core Java.
okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Before going to core Java, I will ask some question regarding to tools and technologies. So,
okay,
have you worked on the Agile methodology,
yeah,
Scrum? You
yeah,
have followed the user story
yeah.
and sprint concept, right?
Right. We are using basically agile methodology for our projects.
Hmm.
Like we are following all those Scrum calls and all. So
Okay,
every
great.
yeah.
So, which tools you have used, Git or Bitbucket?
Sorry, your voice is breaking for me.
Now,
Hello. No, it's fine.
yeah. So, what I am asking,
Uh-huh.
which version control have you used, Git or Bitbucket or any other?
Bitbucket we are using.
Bitbucket. Okay. But suppose you have get opportunity regarding to Git, so you are comfortable.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. In my previous organization, I got a chance to work on the SVN as well.
Hmm.
So here we are using the Bitbucket, but yeah, the commands and all like
So
it is.
database, which database have you
We are
used?
using Oracle for storing our data, Oracle
Okay, so
database.
currently you are using Oracle, right?
Correct,
Okay.
correct.
Any NoSQL,
Um,
Postgres?
right now in my current project, we did not using NoSQL database, but yeah, in my previous organization, I got a chance to work on the Postgres as well for one of my application.
Okay. So, okay, great. So in microservices, for example, we have microservices, 100 REST API have different modules. Okay.
Okay.
So I want to collaborate with the one single point. So what mechanism you will follow, such as a design pattern, which design pattern you will prefer for the microservices?
So like suppose if we have 100 endpoints and we want to basically expose only one endpoint to the
Hmm.
user. So like here we are using API gateway. So all those requests will come onto the API gateway, and from API gateway it will decide in which service the request will go to. So yeah, we
So
are using it.
how do you register all 100 API in gateway API?
So we are using service registry there. So
Service
like
registry in the sense of which server? Eureka or any other?
Eureka we are using Eureka. So we are using service registry.
Hmm.
So in that basically currently we have two data centers, CN and PI.
Hmm.
So we are using basically blue green deployment. So if we are doing any production release, So at the time, no server will get down. So like though both the data center will get up. So yeah, we are using service discovery. So what service discovery will do? It will redirect the request based on the load. Like if the load is less on in one data center, so it will basically redirect the load to that request to that particular data center. So yeah,
Means you have two data center, right?
right, correct.
So suppose two data center, it means what I am understanding about that, you are managing some load balancing concept. Suppose you have microservices and user interaction is going high. So in that scenario, how to application will maintain as a smooth and frequently will access. So that's why you are maintaining two data center, right?
Right, yeah. So basically, we are using OpenShift. Like so, in OpenShift, we have the features related to the load balancing and all. So we did the configuration there,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, for managing high requests. So yeah, that's the reason we are using two data center. And in data center, also in both the data center, we also have two slices, slice A and B.
Okay.
So
So
at that,
suppose your database you have maintaining two data center. Okay.
right, uh-huh,
So for example, you have Oracle database. So
right.
Oracle database it would be have in two data center, right? So how do
Oracle database is not in our data center. It is a separate, basically, machine, or you can say cloud environment. So we
hmm.
are using liquid-based script. So liquid-based script, we are doing the running the pipeline. So using liquid-based script, like all those tables will be created, and we are using that JDBC URL in our project, and that will directly connect to the database. So
Okay,
they
okay, okay, okay. Means you are operating to cloud server, right?
right,
So
right.
means here no have issue regarding to some performance or something, right?
No, no.
Okay. So database, for example, uh, have a one table. Some tables have millions of record. Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But it the performance is going little more slow. So what do you follow the mechanism to avoid such kind of issues?
Actually, on that part, I am not clear much because I did not get a chance to work on that. But yeah, we I think we can use that shredding thing, so we can basically divide the data into two basically data center database into two data center. So I think shredding mechanism we can follow, and yeah, we can do the scaling as well, horizontal scaling. So in that way, I think we can minimize.
No, that is scaling. It is you environmental something you're telling about that, right?
Right.
I'm asking only the database concept.
Okay, so you are saying we have millions of records.
Huh.
So, can you come again your question, please?
Millions of records. Suppose millions of records, the table size is going 2 GB.
Uh, okay,
So in that cases, we want to optimize it to
okay.
improving the performance of tables.
Uh-huh. So
So
we
how?
can use basically indexes and all. We can use
So indexes is best practice, or you follow the other mechanism.
indexes and
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Because of every developers know have the whole think about that DBA.
right. Actually, on
So
that.
actually, I have asked due to you have some knowledge in database. That's why I going in the depth.
Yeah.
Another questions we have. Suppose you have two database traditionally. Traditionally, I am just asking the traditional way. You have on server, and you
Okay.
maintaining the load balance.
Okay.
So how do suppose your some data, how to shrink both database because of you maintaining the load balance. For example, database
Uh-huh.
1, database 2. Okay,
Uh-huh.
you have managed with the load balancing. means you calling through the one common API, and that common URL you put into the your connectivity concept. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So suppose how you suppose your database, two database have some data have in different database one, some data have database two. So how do shrink and get the accurate data from both? So how it
Okay.
is follow the
Mm.
internally which one suppose request is forward, suppose one database is busy going on another database, right?
Uh, right. So,
Yes.
yeah, actually, whatever the scenario you are telling, I did not worked on it, but yeah, in deposit application,
Mm-hmm.
actually, the right now the application is with the third party vendor.
Mm-hmm.
So now we are owning that application. We are creating the services for that. So we have created our own database.
Mm-hmm.
So some features, like once we deploy the application, some features would be there on the third party database, and
Mm-hmm.
some feature will be available in our database. So
Mm-hmm.
to sync both the databases, what we are doing, like suppose user like the web interface database is on the vendor side, and mobile database interfaces would be our side.
Mm-hmm.
So to sync the both the databases, so one mechanism we follow, like daily we are getting, like we are getting the files, like file feed from the third party, and we are updating syncing our databases.
Mm-hmm.
So both the database would be synced. Another mechanism we are following, like at the API level. So suppose user did some transactions from the website, so automatically, like from the vendor side, it will basically inform us like user did this much of transaction, so you can update your databases also. But this features is available only for few of the scenarios. But yeah, for to cover all the scenarios, like daily, like every day we are getting the files from the vendor side, and we are updating the databases so that both the database
Okay,
can be.
great, great, great.
Yeah.
So another mechanism you have know the caching mechanism.
Yeah.
So now you using JPA and some kind of things.
Right. Right.
So why we are using second level caching? What is advantage?
Advantage is like if we are if we are not using the caches, then again we need to hit the URL, so unnecessary for the same data if we are calling the database.
Mm-hmm.
So unnecessary that traffic will consume and all those things, and it will take time also. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason we are using caching. So suppose user is requesting for the same data again and again, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll maintain in the cache and we can use it,
So
reuse it.
what kind of cache you have used in your application?
Uh, like there are first level caches, second level cache on the
No,
JPA
first level cache mainly have by default scope.
by default. Yeah. So
Second
yeah,
level cache, I was talking about the second level cache.
second level cache. Yeah. So
So
we used all those second level cache as well. So we have used all those JPA annotation
no,
related.
annotation because of if you use at the right cache and you strategy, all kind of things you
Yeah.
follow, but
Yeah.
it is not a proper way because of if the caching mechanism, backend caching mechanism is not have, means just I give the one example, EH cache and
Mhm.
Agile cast. Anyone you have used Agile cast?
No.
So uh, best practices is Agile cast. They have
Okay.
some XML based configuration. Here you can maintain the all configuration point of view. So how
Okay.
much data you want to store in cache. So
Acha.
that would be one.
Okay. Okay.
So now moving in Springboard. In Springboard, suppose.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so what do you think about Spring Boot and Spring Framework? What differences you have analyzed during the
In
work?
Spring framework, basically they are giving the features like dependency injection and all. So using that, we no need to create all those objects. It will automatically create it if we are configured it. So that is one feature. But yeah, Spring Boot has features like inbuilt Tomcat and all, and also lot more features, annotation based things also we have used in the Spring. So yeah, that is the advantage. Mhm.
Just 1 minute, 1 minute. Someone is.
Yeah.
Okay. So now next question. Someone is doing like there's